Manifestation is not some mystical, unattainable concept. It's a natural process, an inherent capability that lies within each one of us. By the end of this video, you'll be armed with a secret technique that can help you harness that power and manifest your desires like never before. Our journey begins with a deep dive into the incredible power of our brain. This organ, nestled within our skulls, is not just a repository of knowledge and memories. It's a dynamic, adaptable entity capable of profound transformations throughout our lives. You might recall our discussions about our scientific team's research aimed at creating significant brain changes. The human brain is like a magnificent three-dimensional tapestry intricately woven by our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Every new piece of knowledge, every fresh connection, every emotional shift adds a new stitch to this tapestry. But knowledge alone isn't enough. It's merely the starting point. The real magic happens when you transition from thought to action and eventually to being. The first stage is thinking. This is where you acquire knowledge, much like the principles we've been discussing. But it's crucial to understand that thinking alone won't bring about transformation. The second stage is doing. This is where you take that knowledge and apply it to create a real-world experience. It's the bridge between theory and practice. And finally, the most profound stage is being. This is where you internalize the knowledge, where it becomes an integral part of your being. It's not just knowing, it's embodying the wisdom. Think of it this way. When you learn to ride a bicycle, you begin with the knowledge of how to balance, pedal, and steer. But until you actually get on the bike and start pedaling, you haven't truly learned to ride. It's in the doing, in the practical application, that the knowledge becomes a skill. Now let's move on to the next crucial aspect of manifestation. Our thoughts and emotions are the architects of our reality, as we discussed. Analyzing anything from a state of disturbing emotion essentially rewires your brain for the worse. It's like being trapped in the past, with your thoughts triggering your brain into survival mode. This is when we overfocus and overthink, reinforcing the old patterns. However, when you connect with elevated states of being, your reality starts to align with the energy you radiate. Let's consider an example to illustrate this point. Imagine waking up one morning feeling anxious and overwhelmed. Your thoughts are racing with worries about the day ahead. As the day unfolds, you find that your anxiety continues to grow, and things don't go as smoothly as you'd hoped. Now, let's rewind. Instead of starting your day with anxiety, you wake up feeling calm and confident. Your thoughts are centered on gratitude and positivity. As you move through your day with this elevated state of being, you notice that situations unfold more smoothly, and you feel a sense of ease and flow. This example demonstrates the profound influence of your thoughts and emotions on your reality. When you're stuck in negative thought patterns and emotions, you inadvertently create a self-fulfilling prophecy, reinforcing the very circumstances you want to avoid. But when you shift your state of being to a positive, elevated one, you open the door to a different reality. Your heart communicates with your brain, signaling the time to create. When your energy shifts, your reality follows suit. Remember, nothing changes until you change your energy. When you do, your life transforms in profound ways. This shift from living in a state of survival to living in a state of creation is at the core of our journey towards manifestation. It's not just about changing your thoughts, it's about changing your state of being. Consider this: when you're in a state of anxiety or fear, your heart rhythm becomes erratic, sending signals to your brain that trigger stress responses. These responses lead to a cascade of physiological changes, including the release of stress hormones that affect your overall well-being. Now let's flip the script. When you consciously shift your state to one of gratitude, joy, or love, your heart rhythm becomes coherent and harmonious. This sends a different set of signals to your brain, promoting a state of calm and balance. Your body responds by releasing hormones that support well-being and clarity of mind. By understanding and harnessing the power of your heart and shaping your reality, you can actively participate in the process of manifestation. It's not a passive endeavor. It's an intentional shift in your state of being that sets the stage for the life you desire. Staying present is an art that eludes many in today's fast-paced world. We're bombarded with distractions, constantly pulled in different directions. However, staying present is not just about discipline. It's a quantum concept that holds immense power. In the present moment, all potentials exist simultaneously within the quantum field. By staying present, you transcend the limitations of space and time, gaining the ability to choose and manifest any of those potentials into your reality. Let's break this down further. When you dwell in the past, constantly revisiting old memories, regrets, or traumas, you're essentially recreating those experiences in your mind and body. Your thoughts and emotions become anchored to the past, and as a result, your future unfolds in alignment with those past experiences. On the other hand, when you're preoccupied with the future, worrying about what might happen or fearing the unknown, you're projecting negative potentials into your quantum field. These worries and fears become energetic signals that shape your future in ways you may not desire. The key to manifestation lies in your ability to stay rooted in the present moment. It's here in the now that you have the power to consciously choose the potentials you wish to manifest. By detaching from the constraints of the past and future, you free yourself to embrace the full spectrum of possibilities that exist within the quantum field. Our tendency to live in the past can be a formidable obstacle to manifestation. Past experiences create emotional conditioning, trapping us in automatic programs of our old selves. It's akin to Pavlov's dogs, where past triggers set off conditioned responses. But how can we transcend this cycle? The key lies in breaking free from emotional addictions rooted in our past. By doing so, you liberate yourself from those automatic programs, allowing you to create a new and brighter future. Let's explore this concept further. Think of a past experience that continues to trigger strong emotions whenever you recall it. It could be a traumatic event, a heartbreak, or a moment of profound loss. Every time you revisit that memory, it's as if you're reliving the emotional intensity of that experience. Your body responds to this memory as if the event is happening in the present moment, flooding your system with the same emotions and stress responses. This cycle perpetuates the emotional addiction to that memory, keeping you anchored to the past. Now imagine what would happen if you could break free from this emotional addiction. What if you could revisit that memory without the intense emotional charge? You'd essentially neutralize the hold it has over you, liberating yourself from its grip. By releasing the emotional charge of past memories, you open up space within your consciousness for new potentials to emerge. You no longer react to present situations based on past emotional conditioning. Instead, you respond from a place of clarity and empowerment. This is a pivotal step in your journey towards manifestation. It's about reclaiming control over your emotional responses and freeing yourself from the limitations of past conditioning. Now imagine living in the future of your choice ahead of time. This concept is at the heart of our journey towards manifestation. When you emotionally embrace a desired future in the present moment, your body starts to believe that this future is already happening. This isn't mere wishful thinking. It's a profound shift in your energy and consciousness. Your thoughts and emotions align with that desired future, and your reality begins to shift accordingly. Countless individuals from all walks of life have harnessed this power to manifest their deepest desires. It's not a concept reserved for a select few. It's a capability within the grasp of everyone willing to embrace it. By changing your state of being, you cease to be a mere record of your past and become an active participant in creating a new and better future. Manifestation is not a distant dream. It's a tangible reality waiting to be harnessed. Your brain is a dynamic, ever-evolving organ, and by understanding and applying these principles, you possess the innate power to manifest anything your heart and mind desire.